Before you say anything, I want you to listen to me for
He
1 minute.
stole my truck, and I busted his with his.
She telling the truth? Case is dismissed. But you have certain rights.
Oh, wow. I know this.
Is there anything you wish to say? That light was red, and you went right through that. Have a big date or something? You're gonna get this if you keep it up, all right?
This is Court in Providence.
Willie Edwards. Morning, sir.
Morning. Morning.
Mr. Edwards, your motor vehicle has been booted. These tickets are prohibited areas and overtime parking, nothing of any significance. Is there anything you want to tell me about this?
Well, that car, that's my daughter's car. Well, I bought it for her, and it's in my name. I thought they were paid, but I thought they would, the lady told me, but they was paid late.
You're right.
Because I pay them. I tell my daughter, look, just bring me the ticket regardless. You know, I'll pay it. You know, she's a good kid. She goes to PC. Hasn't given me any problems. I raised her by myself. So, you know, she was like, when I told her she had a boot, she was like, well, where from? I said, Kai, I don't know. It's your car. I'm like, you know.
I gotta tell you something, that sincerity just reeks from your body. I can tell that.
I just worry. I'm like, I really didn't sleep. Just,
I take a deep breath.
you know, just.
We're gonna address this. Take a deep breath.
The judge appreciates honesty. It's going to go a long way for this guy.
She has one ticket that has not been paid. Only one, and that's a ticket that goes back to 2013. No parking on George Street. So, Inspector Carrigan, this is another situation where a motor vehicle has been booted. These other tickets were before the enactment of the 3-ticket rule.
That's right.
I know what City Hall had a ruling that it applies retroactively.
You can't apply retroactively.
That's their rule. My rule is it's not going to apply retroactively.
The city would move that it was booted illegally, waive the boot fee.
We're going to do that. We're going to do that. She has one ticket. Here's what I'm going to do. The tickets that were paid late, I'm waiving the penalties. So she owes nothing for those. All right? The boot fee, I'm waiving. Because in my judgment, she should not have been booted. Because the tickets were paid.
Okay.
She has one ticket on George Street. No parking, 8 to 10. I'm going to impose the original fine, $30.
Okay.
You going to sleep well tonight?
I'm go to sleep as soon as I leave here. You know.
All right, good luck to you.
All right, thank you very much.
Stacy Glessner.
Good morning.
Stacy, you have 3 unpaid parking tickets. They're on Broad, Washington, and Exchange Streets. Is there anything you want to tell me about this?
The other 2, I don't think I've been 14 days yet, so I'm going to work on paying those. I'm going to see if my mom can help me because I'm currently unemployed. This one is from February 6th. I wanted to know if I could have more time to pay it because I don't have a job right now. I'm actively seeking.
$70. We'll give you all the time you need to pay it.
Okay, thank you.
Everyone gets as much time as they need to pay. If they don't, we're going to see them again.
Looking for more Court in Providence? Catch us on the Facebook, the Twitter, the YouTube, and the Instagram. And tell us what you think. This is Court in Providence.
This is criminal complaint number A15-089. Charges patient's pay with disorderly conduct.
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the police report, at approximately 1 o'clock on April 3rd, police were responding to a disturbance on Norwood Street. When they arrived, they saw two subjects on the ground. They saw one female on top of another, punching her in the head. Other people around were yelling, trying to break up the fight. Police had to break up the fight. She was punching the other female with her head against the ground, saying, "I'll kill you." As police pulled her off, they placed her into handcuffs, and she was secured in the rear of a police vehicle. The female subject that Payne was striking said she knew Payne through friends and didn't want to press charges for the assault. So you're not being charged with assault, you're being charged with disorderly conduct. Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is willing to accept responsibility. It was one bad night, but she's, she has a high school diploma. She works in a warehouse and part-time as a CNA. This was one bad night. She admits they were drinking and it got a little bit out of hand, but I think in her case, having a criminal conviction when she doesn't have one on her record right now isn't necessary. I think a short filing of 6 months when I spoke to the city seems sufficient to me.
Yeah, how old is she?
She is 21.
Yeah,
Yeah? You have any children?
2, sir.
Oh, you have 2 kids.
Yes, sir.
I don't feel I have to tell you this because you should know it, but you have, by the grace of God, you could be in the big court now with somebody having severe head injuries or even worse, and you could be charged with something much more serious. You know? Were you drinking last night?
Yes, we were.
Mm-hmm. That usually explains it.
Yeah.
You know?
Once someone has too many drinks, they think they can take on anyone. Someone who's 4'9" thinks they're 6'9", and they'll challenge anyone and do things that ordinarily they wouldn't do. So we try to sometimes use it as a learning experience. Say, well, now you know you can't handle your booze.
There's no easy disposition for me. It's easy to say, well, it just happened, but I don't know anything about you except that I do know that you were off the charts last night, banging somebody and sitting on her. You could have caused some serious injuries. I don't know if you need anger management courses. I don't know that. I hope not, but if you do, you should get them if you have those issues. I'm going to accept the recommendation of your attorney. I hope it's an isolated incident in your life. As far as law enforcement is concerned, it's an isolated incident, but I don't live in a vacuum. I know many times people just don't get caught doing stuff, so I'm not sure if this is your first time or your first time being caught. But hopefully you will use this as a learning experience.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much, sir.
The matter was continued for a period of 6 months. If there's no further police contact, the matter will be dismissed. Carlos Lozano. Good job, Counselor. Kebeth Nakor. You have an environmental notice for loud music. According to the report, music was extremely loud and you were uncooperative when they came to your house and told you to lower the music. How do you plead?
It was ever since. I went to court about that and the judge dismissed it. But I came here for...
No, you were supposed to come back and have a trial. You didn't show up.
No, I went.
No, according to our records, you didn't appear.
I went.
You got a receipt?
Yeah.
Let's see it. Do you have it? This is district court. This is another case. This had nothing to do with us.
The Garrity building, that's cost for a misdemeanor, 93.
Yeah, that's another court. You had another violation. This is this court. You were due here on January 17th. You didn't show up.
Yes. It was my cousin came for a funeral and she was using my car.
Here's the story. You have two choices. you can come back and have a trial. This is an environmental notice. You can come back and have a trial, or you can pay $200 today. So it's $200 today, or come back and have a trial. What do you want to do?
$200 today.
Okay, it's $200. Sarah Antunes, you think Kevin can handle your case?
I hope so.
What do you think?
I think you can.
Would you recommend that I ask him what to do here?
I would recommend.
You think so? It can be tough, you know.
I'm up for it.
All right, Kevin, now even before we find out what she did, you got to look, and see if, like, in your judgment, she's like honorable and truthful, right? And then you look at the way she presents herself before the court.
Okay.
You're under scrutiny.
Okay.
All right. You're charged with overnight parking on Oakland Avenue. Is there anything you want to tell me about this?
I didn't physically receive a ticket or know I got a ticket until I got a very angry call from my stepdad saying he had to pay.
You never saw the ticket?
No. I would have paid it right away and not let it triple.
The tickets end up going home to the parents' address. Most of them are out-of-state individuals. So when mom and dad call and say, what's going on? You owe $2,000 in tickets. And by then they panic. The ticket doubles and triples and they don't have the cash to pay for it. So they get nervous, leave it in a glove box, forget about it, not understanding if they come in, the judge is more than fair and reasonable. We could set them up with a payment plan. We can work through some of the situations and better advise them on maybe they could find some Wall Street parking or something to assist them.
But if you saw the ticket, you would have paid the $20?
Yeah, and not have to deal with my stepdad yelling at me.
All right, Kevin, she's charged with overnight parking on Oakland Avenue. That's up near Providence College, And she alleges she never saw the ticket. It's a $20 ticket. She said if she did see the ticket, she would have paid it. So the question is, do we charge her 20 or do we charge her 60? Do we charge the penalties?
There you go.
He said 20.
Thank you, Kevin.
Actually, what he said was let her go.
Either one, I'll take.
Well, I asked for his advice, so I have to listen to him. He said to let her go, so I have to dismiss the case now.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Kevin.
I gave him 2 choices. He gave me the 3rd.
Thank you.
Oinoa Olulu. One ticket, parking during an emergency. Get close to the microphone, please.
I want to put myself at your mercy today, Your Honor. I never saw the ticket. When we went to pick up the car...
Was the car towed?
Yes, sir.
They towed the car?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to dismiss the case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Kevin.
You've been punished enough.
Yes, sir, I was.
Now back to the judge and court in Providence.
All right, this is a red light, Jamie.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
This is Marilyn Maycourt. Marilyn, you're charged with going through a red light on Service Road 7 and Broadway on February 25th, 2015. At 10 o'clock in the evening. This is summons number 154-096-62037. Lights, please. Hey, let's see that again. Lights, please. The city must prove its case by clear and convincing evidence. The video is inconclusive. I quite frankly could not make out or determine whether the light was red, green, or yellow.
Yeah, on that day, the light was changing red. It was, oh, it's, all right. Go ahead. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'll give you an opportunity to talk, but I can
No,
warn you
I don't wanna talk. Go ahead.
warn you that the more you talk, the worse it's going to get for you.
Go ahead.
All right. So as I started to say before I was interrupted, the city will not, it's my judgment, the city will not be able to prove its case by clear and convincing evidence because the video was very unclear. The color just blended into each other. Accordingly, the matter is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
April Goddard. Good morning. Want to get close to the mic, please? All right. April, you have 4 open tickets. They are on Friendship Street, Clifford Street, Westminster Street, and Darren Street.
Okay.
Okay? And these tickets go back to 2011 and 2012.
Okay, Your Honor, can I just explain, the one on Westminster Street, I'm like in the middle of a chapter 13, and I wasn't really paying attention to the tickets. I probably should have been. So they put me in a loan modification, so they told me everything got like involved in that loan modification, so I thought they were taken care of and I was paying on them, but then I found out I wasn't, so I wanted to see if I can go on a payment plan.
That's the one on Westminster Street.
No, all of them, because they took all my old bills.
Who's they?
On bankruptcy court. That's where I was on Westminster Street when I got the ticket.
Oh.
I'm in the middle of like a loan modification right now, and I thought that was part of it that got taken care of, but the lady and...
You thought the loan modification was taking care of your parking tickets?
Yeah.
Did they represent that?
I wasn't sure. They had a whole list of things.
Oh.
So, and she told me that was, when I called the clerk, she told me that wasn't part of it. So that's why I want to take care of it and see if I can go on a payment plan with that.
All right. Other than that, how you doing with the loan modification?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, did you get straightened out?
Yeah, I'm still in the middle of it, but it's working out.
We'll put you on a payment plan.
Thank you.
You work out the payment plan with Jessica, okay?
Thank you.
You are watching Caught in Providence.
Ramona Ross. Good morning, Ramona. All right, Ramona, you have 1 ticket on Friendship Street, parking at an expired meter.
Guilty.
Why didn't you pay it?
I let it slip my mind. I'm sorry.
You let it slip your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Did it just slip your mind?
No, it just...
I mean, one's a matter of intent.
There was no matter of intent. There was just...
It's like my daughter. See, she used to let it slip her mind because cars were registered to me. So when she got tickets, she put them in the compartment. So the intent was she never was going to pay them, and that someday her father would get the summons. See, that's letting it slip your mind. The other is, I was so occupied, it slipped my mind.
Well, actually, I was occupied.
She picked up on that right away, didn't she?
Yes.
All right, we're going to waive the penalties. It's $25.
Okay, thank you.
Melina Garcia. Maria, you were observed going through a red light on Smith Street and River Avenue.
No, my honor, it's my daughter. I just hope God, that's the last problem. She will give it to me. It's my daughter, she drive the car. It didn't with me.
Well, when you got the summons, you know, on the back of the summons, if you told us that your daughter was driving the car, you wouldn't have to be here today.
Yeah.
That we then would have issued a summons to your daughter.
Yeah, it's my car. The car is under my name.
It's under your name.
The Maxima, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my daughter driving, not me. I never drive that car.
Yeah.
It's my daughter car. I just registered my daughter car, so it's not my car.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
But you're responsible because you registered the car in your name.
Yeah, I'm responsible because I registered the car.
How old is your daughter?
18 years old.
18.
There's so many problems on her. She give me so many problems.
What does she do? Does she work?
She work, but so many things.
Did she give you the money for the ticket?
No. Anything.
All right. So your daughter is
18 years old.
18, so she can register a car in her name now.
Yeah,
Right.
she did it already.
All right, but she had the car in your name, so because the
Before.
insurance was less and she wasn't responsible and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then she was getting these tickets and she wasn't telling you anything about it.
So
Does she-
many tickets. So
does,
many.
does she live with you?
I tried to, she move out now.
I'm impressed by the fact that you took the registration away, so I'm gonna,
I did that. I did that because I'm not working, and I just had a 6-day operation, like right now. I'm not working at all. She just give me too much problems.
I'm gonna give you a break. I think you need a break.
Thank you.
Hi, I just watched the show. I come from England, and I think we need more judges like you in England.
I think Judge Caprio is doing a fine job. All you people calling up and complaining, you're not behind the bench doing that job. It's a lot tougher than you think. Judge Caprio, you're cool.
Hi, Judge. I think you're doing a great job. And for all you people out there with them long speeches, write a letter. I'm only a kid, but I'm 13 years old, but I watch Judge Caprio's show, and I think it's very interesting. I think he does a good job and treats them right. Thank you.
I'm Frank O'Donnell. Tune in next week. And until then, don't get caught in Providence.